Here's 4 tips on buying an inexpensive AC unit without sacrificing some of the essentials, because there's a fine line between buying a cheap unit and getting a cheap install, or cutting expenses where you really shouldn't be cutting expenses. There are all types of brands of air conditioners and heat pumps, and we really don't have a preference for one brand or the other. The most important thing about an air conditioner is the first day it's installed. If you get it done right with the right charge, the right airflow, best practices are followed, your system is going to last 15, 20 years, and it's going to be relatively problem-free. If you get a bad install, then you're looking at early motor replacement. You're not going to get the most life out of the system that you could. So no matter what price range you're in, whether it's a high-end unit with all the bells and whistles or a no-thrills basic unit, it's much more important the first day it's installed and that it's done right. So here are 4 tips on getting the most bang for your buck for an inexpensive AC unit. The first one is that ear is more important than SEER. And these are 2 terms that we use to tell how efficient the unit is or how much energy it's going to cost you. The more efficient the unit runs, the less energy it takes to use, and the lower your utility bills will be. So EAR is the energy efficiency ratio, and SEER is the seasonal energy efficiency ratio. They seem pretty similar, but if you're comparing 2 units with the same SEER, you want to be looking at the EAR as the deciding factor. And that's because air conditioners perform differently at higher temperatures. So SEER ratings are measured using a temperature range between 65 degrees and 104 degrees, and it's the average of those measurements. EAR is measured at 95 degrees. And so, especially in hot climates, hot, dry climates, if you're comparing 2 systems with the same SEER rating, ask about the EAR ratings and make that your deciding factor. A lot of times, you're going to be getting a better system with the higher EAR and the same SEER ratings. So the EAR rating will tell you how the air conditioner performs at higher temperatures, whereas the SEER isn't as accurate in a hot climate. The second thing to look out for when looking for an inexpensive AC unit is actually to look outside the unit, look outside the air conditioner, because it's affected by everything else that's going on in the house, whether it's your insulation in the attic, the ductwork, the leakage on the ductwork, the sizing of the ductwork, your windows and doors, especially in colder climates and older homes, older than maybe 50, 60 years, the lights of the house, how it was framed, how the electricians put in their light switches and drilled holes through the top plates, and the people. All those things have an influence on the air conditioner. And a lot of homeowners assume that the ductwork is included with the AC system, but duct sealing is not. And typically when your unit was installed or your home was built, the ducts were not sealed properly. And the Department of Energy estimates up to 20% is the average leakage on a duct system, which means no matter how efficient your air conditioner is, it's going to be losing 20% right off the bat of the air that is supposed to be going into the house. Duct sealing is an inexpensive way to get the most out of your air conditioner, no matter what efficiency you get. I don't care if it's a variable speed system with all the bells and whistles. If it's losing 20% of the air right off the bat, a basic 14 SEER system that's well sealed is going to outperform that variable speed unit any day of the week. The insulation is also important. If your insulation is low, you look up in the attic and you can see the attic floor studs because it's settled so much, or maybe the contractors just didn't put a lot in to begin with. All your conditioned air inside the house is going to leak out a lot quicker than if you had a well-insulated attic and walls. If your house was wrapped in a well-insulated blanket, it's going to keep all that conditioned air in the winter and keep your house warmer and cooler in the summertime. The duct sizing and how the ductworks were routed are also important. They can affect the efficiency. If you have a 5-ton AC unit, but your ductwork is only sized for 4 tons of air, guess what? Your air conditioner is only going to act like a 4-ton system. And we see that quite often. If you have fiberglass bats in the attic and the insulation is installed wrong, it's almost like you have no insulation in the attic. That insulation needs to be aligned correctly with the drywall surface touching 100% in contact, if you have just a 5% gap in that fiberglass bat, it decreases the effectiveness of the insulation by half. Our third tip to find an inexpensive air conditioner is to make sure it's sized right. And here, the 5-finger rule does not apply. So this is important because if your home only needs a 4-ton AC system, but the original contractor put on a 5-ton, you're going to be spending a lot more money on the system because it's a bigger size system. And your utility bills are going to be a lot higher than they would be if you had a properly sized system for the house. And the only way to know that is to do a manual J calculation on the house. It's called a load calc, where we take into account the windows, doors, insulation, the orientation of the house, all the leakage of the home, and we can tell what size system the home needs. It's not the 5-finger rule where you could stand in the driveway and the number of fingers that covers the silhouette of the house is the size of the air conditioner. That is not a good way to size the air conditioner, and neither is necessarily going with the size that you already have. A manual J load calculation is the only way to tell what size system your home needs. And the fourth tip to save money on your air conditioner is to ask about rebates and promotions. Often manufacturers will have separate running promotions that bring down the cost of air conditioners and heat pumps. And sometimes the rebates are from manufacturers that are less known, but they still have a good reputation for quality, and you could likely get a more efficient unit at the same price of a standard system from a better known manufacturer. Other times rebates will make the difference if you're on the fence about 2 different models. Those are the 4 tips on buying an inexpensive air conditioning unit. Hope that helped you. This has been David Burns with Green ID, wishing you happy savings.